Bitchin' we back. Kanye. He's had the downfall of a century. He posted out of nowhere to Instagram. Am I the only one who thinks Elon could be half Chinese? Have you ever seen his pics as a child? Take a Chinese genius and mix them with a South African supermodel and we have Elon. I can't tell if he's dissing Kanye or hitting on him. I say an Elon because they've probably made 10 to 30 Elons and he's the first genetic hybrid that's stuck. Well, let's not forget Obama. Yay 24, let's unify and find out. Elon is not genetically engineered for his looks. My man still needed a hair transplant. This whole lizard people thing makes a lot more sense when you realize he spent the last week hanging out with Alex Jones. Kanye has been on a downward spiral, and it started off with him saying some stuff where it sounded controversial, but like maybe if you give him the benefit of the doubt and squint your eyes, you could see that he's maybe trying to make a greater point. But then he just kept pushing it farther and farther until he said Adidas wouldn't drop him even if he said anti-Semitic things.
The thing about it, me and Adidas, is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what?
Seeing that Adidas literally gets shit all the time for being founded by Nazis, it's no wonder they dropped his ass immediately, losing him billions. His response was then to go on Alex Jones and make Alex look like the level-headed guy. He's wearing a mask saying all adult content is pedophilic because at one point everyone was a child.
When people look at pornography, when a grown man is looking at a grown woman have sex on camera, you're still looking at someone's daughter. So people will engage in going to strip clubs or looking at pornography, but then the moral compass is like, oh my God, look at the pedophiles. But in a way, anybody who looks at pornography is a form of a pedophile also. Let's bank it all in.
What's gotten Kanye in the most trouble is his comments towards Jewish people. Alex on multiple occasions tries to add nuance to defend him, but Kanye, just bruh.
Doesn't deserve the punishment. What did I thought?
Well, that's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also.
And the Nazis, in my view, were thugs that shook people down, did a lot of really bad things.
But they did good things too. We're gonna stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
Alex looks so annoyed. When you're the one making Alex Jones nervous laugh and feel uncomfortable, you gotta know you're unhinged.
Well, CNN says white people are evil Nazis, so I mean, I disagree with both statements, but I get the pros.
I don't like the word evil next to Nazis. I think we need to look at.
Oh my goodness! Just because you don't like one group doesn't mean the other. But look,
I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
Oh man! Well, I have to disagree with that. Hey, but listen, we're gonna go to break. I'm the crazy one here. We're all crazy. The whole world's crazy.
They're all crazy, but only one guy's dressed like this. At one point, Kanye goes to make fun of Israel's prime minister, Netanyahu, by bringing out a net and Yoo-hoo chocolate milk.
What we did is we brought Netanyahu with us.
I mean, I'm in the twilight zone right now.
Netanyahu, what do you have to say? What do you have to say to Alex Jones right now, Nick Fuentes and Ye? It was bad. It was bad for Trump to meet with Nick and Ye. Okay. I had no idea your voice is going to sound like that, Netanyahu.
Everyone's left speechless. The funniest thing was Kanye saying all this crazy shit and then being like, Alex, please, no swearing, man. Too far.
I see kind of a mafia running things and then he's the devil. No, that's bullshit. Sorry.
All right, we're going to curse a little bit less on this subject.
Yes, Reverend.
Him saying bullshit? That's where you draw the line? Really? Alex Jones would then go on Steven Crowder's show to basically throw Kanye under the bus. He's doing PR control.
I really thought I could come in here and shut up at first and let him get it out of his system, even if he did it. Right. I was saying, hey, let's do something different. Let's show him your intellectual side. Let's get into a bunch of issues. And I had all these issues in front of me. He goes, why don't you just set those aside? We're not getting into that. I was like, okay, he's letting me know he's in control. And so I figured after an hour at least, he would let me kind of then bring up some topics I wanted. But there's a real creepy factor with this Hitler stuff.
Bro, when Alex Jones is calling you crazy, you know you're crazy. Kanye would then go on another show and basically just outright say it.
You know, blacks are overrepresented in violent crime. But when you meet an individual black person, you don't apply that. You start with a fresh slate every time you meet someone. Do you do that with Jews?
Nope.
This intervention isn't going very well. You're in office, it's day one, and someone walks in and they go, so what are we gonna do about these Jews? What do you say?
What do you mean do about them? What do you
Well, is there any action involved? Like they're overly represented in lots of people who don't believe in Christ. I would probably wager that in your average hospital in New York, maybe a third or less believe in Christ. So are you suggesting we get rid of 2/3 of the doctors?
Not get rid of, like not violently get rid of them.
Fire them?
I think that Jews are very intelligent, but they don't deserve to be in charge of everything because they don't put Christ in.
But how do you legislate that?
They need to work for Christians. Jews should work for Christians. I'll hire a Jewish person in a second. If I knew they weren't a spy and I could look through their phone and follow them to their house and have a camera all in their living room.
This laughing is very sinister. How come when people go crazy, they always end up hating the Jews? I don't even know how to transition out of this segment because it's just so insane. Kanye loves fish sticks. That's it.
Now I got my wish, cause I know that I'm a gay fish.
Hands down, the worst part about using the modern internet is all these sites tracking our online activity and then selling our personal data to these big marketing agencies. I hate when I Google something and the first 5 results are all ads. If you're sick of that shit, it's time for you to use Ghostery. Ghostery is a free web browser and add-on that blocks annoying ads and tracks the trackers, keeping your data private. I've been using Ghostery and have been a monthly contributor of theirs long before they've ever sponsored one of my videos. And if you spend much time online, it'll be clear why. If I Google banking, look at the top results. It's just ads. This is Ghostery search engine. When I look up the same thing, there's not 5 different ads as the top result. There's not a bunch of articles that paid to be at the top. It's just what I searched for. So much better. There's so many quality of life improvements like Ghostery's never consent feature, automatically saying no to cookies pop-ups, and preventing video ads from auto-playing on pages. And although it's completely free, they do have a page where you could become a contributor to support the company in their fight for true online privacy. And in return, you get a few extra features like ad-free web browsing. Want to hear something funny? I asked Adam who worked there if they had any Christmas deals going on or something, and he replied, "One-time offers and Christmas specials are bullshit. We just want to continue making this thing awesome in 2023. So support them. It's an awesome product. Use code FREEWILLY and it'll allow you to try out some of the extra features for 3 months. You'll love it. Like I said, I've been using this thing completely on my own long before they paid for this ad spot. Thank you, Ghostery, for sponsoring this video." Hasan is back in the news. He recently got temporarily suspended off of Twitch for a copyright strike, saying, LMAO, the free speech defender's own CTO himself issued the takedown just for my channel, by the way. The copyright strike was from him reacting to the Kanye West interview where he goes full anti-Semite, and the people who filed the strike were not hiding the fact. Ethan Ralph tweeted, "Haha, we told Ryan and Gavin about Hasan streaming his Ye interview without permission, and he just got struck on Twitch." You guys already know my opinion when it comes to Hasan's reactions. I don't think they qualify as fair use most of the time. Hell, I found a re-upload of his stream, and again, the guy just gets up and leaves with the video still playing multiple times. He's silent, just eating during it, and when he is there, he rarely says anything at all, adding literally nothing to the conversation.
That's awesome.
This guy got an award for this, but on the other side of it, I don't think Gavin struck Hasan to protect his intellectual property. He did it to be a dick. It's clear they thought it was funny.
I've been sleeping in a cardboard box, spending every dollar at the liquor shop.
Established Titles has been burned to the ground. Scott Schaefer has now made 3 videos on the company calling it a scam, with the main point being paying the money doesn't legally make you a lord. And initially, I didn't agree with them. I feel like novelty gifts have existed forever, whether it's canned Himalayan air, a pet rock, getting a star named after you, or owning land on the moon. It's all fake. It's an obvious gag gift in my opinion. However, it's abundantly clear by reading the top comments in my last video that the majority of people thought buying established titles made you legally a lord. And look, I'll admit it, it doesn't matter how obvious I think it is. If the majority of people feel like they're being tricked into buying your product, that makes it a scam, even though it may not be in the legal sense. Here's Legal Eagle, an actual lawyer talking about it.
The implication is that Established Titles has found this one weird trick, this funny little legal loophole that lets you become Scottish nobility. But implications are not necessarily false advertising. And there is subsequent language that claws this back further down on the website. And they say that it's based on, but not necessarily following, an ancient Scottish custom. And they say that it's a purchase for a personal dedication for a souvenir plot of land, and you may choose to title yourself with the title of Lord, Laird, or Lady. And it's true that they will dedicate, whatever that means, a plot of land to you. They imply that you own the land, though they don't outright say that. So is Established Titles a scam? I mean, it seems like it, at least colloquially. A scam is defined as a dishonest scheme, a swindle. So probably, it seems like there's some dishonesty there. Is it illegal? Well, there are some good arguments to that effect. And look, Established Titles is not the only one out there. There's a million of these different companies.
Something Scott did in his second video that I thought was damning was show that the company was blatantly lying when it came to their advertisements specifically on Facebook and Instagram.
Right now on Facebook, Established Titles is spending thousands of dollars a month in manipulative ads to convince people that they can legally become lords and ladies after buying one of their packages.
When you buy land in Scotland, you are legally referred to as a lord or a lady. So this, I bought a square foot of land where they're going to plant a tree. So you are legally referred to as a lord or lady.
Yo, guilty as charged. That's 100% not true and a false advertisement. Now, I do have some advice for Scott. Scott, when you go to criticize other people's content, please name them, because people think you're talking about me when you're not.
Since the release of my video, the company has made many alterations to their website to make it now clear that these packages that they sell are just for fun and have no real standing. Now, a few creators who have been attacking me have falsely claimed this information was always on the site. However, they did almost no research, and if they had, would have realized this wasn't true.
Well, I know he's not talking about me because I used the 2020 version of the site for this reason. But since Scott doesn't name the person, I'm getting grouped into this. Scott has heard my criticism on Twitter though, and he did respond to it. So I appreciate that. Dude, this drama is taking such a crazy turn. Scott is now claiming that Established Titles is directing people to a video calling Scott a racist.
And one channel in particular has been saying, basically, they say actually in the video multiple times that I'm a racist. Now, what's absolutely crazy about that is Established Titles has begun linking people to that video that defames me. It's a lie that I said anything racist about Katarina in that video.
I asked Scott what YouTube video was calling him a racist, and he replied, "Ask Established Titles. They're apparently telling everyone." Where? Scott, they're framing you as a racist. You should show that. That's kind of a big deal, man. Next in the news, Def Noodles has a dirty asshole. Literally. Yep, this is a story. His ex-girlfriend posted a TikTok crying about their breakup. It's hilarious because she says what people have been saying about Def Noodles for years, but now it's coming from the girlfriend perspective.
I should have known when I had one of his t-shirts that he asked for, and he asked me for $50 for it, and I started laughing, and that was another one of his jokes. Everything that he says that's stupid, he just plays off as a joke.
Whatever, they break up, right? But she ends it by saying that Dennis has never washed his ass.
Also, why am I crying over a man that refuses to use soap on his asshole? Why am I crying over a man that I had to beg to properly wash his asshole?
This led to tons of people tweeting at Def Noodles to wash his ass, and he responded by blocking all of them. This is the pettiness I come to the internet for. That will be it for today. Remember to subscribe to the channel. And as always, shout out to the homies over on Patreon. Phoebes, Crimson Glass, Zombie Fox, River, Christina Vina, Detective Pika, Mac Monkey, Drain Kobex, Bo Black, Savannah Santini, Necro Valley, Stefan Bildman, Friday 13, Luke Pixel, Abby Blackbird, The Confusing Opinion, Matt Swanson, Cassandra, Freya, and the mega homies, Reynold Hughes, Marissa Lynn, IGP, Hellison, Baldboy Ajax, Jason Johnson, Your Taxi, Latchkey Goth Boy, Bart McCowell, Free Spirit Katie, Lore Reloaded, Code 9, Papa Gut, Evan Do Things, and Addy Chris. These are the people that allow me to make the videos I want to make without having to worry about YouTube's monetization system. So thank you. Remember to follow me on Twitter, and as always, till next time.